Hi, I'm Joni Patry, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, December is such an eventful month astrologically that I'm going to piece it out and talk to you about every single event that is due to become unveiled this month. Because as I said, it is the grand finale. It's where everything comes to a crescendo and we're going to be made aware whether we like it or not. So the aspect I want to talk about today is the fact that Mars is going to conjoin Ketu. Mars is the planet of action, energy, courage, ambition, drive, but the other side of Mars is it does deal with competition, war, violence, weapons, and it causes a lot of anger. And a lot of anger is what's boiling up as we speak. But looking at December 15th is the day that Mars will sit on top of Ketu. Now, Ketu is the indicator of losses. It's not actually a planet. It's a point in space where the moon hits the ecliptic, and that's the path of the sun. So it really does involve the sun and the moon, and it is the point that causes eclipses. So it is such a powerful point in a chart. And as a matter of fact, the ancients used the nodal axes to know when the eclipses occurred. And how did they know? They did not have telescopes or all the astronomical tools we have today, but they knew. And they knew the value of these points in a chart, because these points in a chart represent destiny. This is where everything comes together and causes these events that are so huge in society. So put Mars together with Ketu and you'll have some type of events that are really pretty much involving where the planets, where the signs are that it's occurring. And it's occurring in Scorpio. Scorpio is that deep, dark energy. Scorpio is profound. It deals with the deep emotions, deep, dark emotions, everything that's been hidden. It deals with secrets. That's why I say some secrets are coming out now, especially with Mars being a trigger and Ketu being the focal point of destiny. Do you see how important this is? So mid-month, this is where it all starts to really heat up. The end of the month will be the explosion. So I'm seeing all of this really between the 15th and the 31st. Look out. And it is the Christmas season. So I want everyone to pretty much take it easy, take care of yourself, go within, look at the deeper aspects of the opportunities that are coming up for you to transform and change your life. Because that's the positive bent of this. Where can it go? Where we can change our lives. We will see where the issues are that we need to heal. So with that, I think that this is a good indication of where we're going to be headed. Now, I want you to know that this aspect generally, see, Scorpio is ruled by Mars in the old cyclic tradition of Vedic astrology. We don't look at the outer planets as rulers. So Mars rules Scorpio and Jupiter rules Pisces and Saturn rules Aquarius, not Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. So to consider that Mars is in its sign of rulership is all powerful. Now, Scorpio is a fixed water sign. And what does that feel like? Ice. So Scorpio being the most emotional sign, but it's fixed, has a hard time expressing emotion. So it internalizes it and pushes it down. And that's exactly what's happening globally in the world with all of the emotional events. People can't put up with what's going on globally anymore. It goes against their freedoms. It goes against what they believe. And the controls, Pluto is a planet that's being heavily influencing our environment right now. Pluto deals with control, manipulation, betrayals. And now we have Mars. That's the trigger for everything hitting this point in Scorpio. And the reason why I talk about Pluto is Pluto does have the same energies that Scorpio has. And Scorpio also deals so much economically with money, finances around the world, that you're seeing this big downward cycle economically, the stock markets and everything. But let me tell you, what goes down will come up. But it's really a struggle right now with the volatility in the stock market, in the economy, in the supply and demand. Everything is under control. And I want to say something. There is a vast group of people that are controlling the world. And it's not just one country. It is something that's been coming along for a long time. And it's time that we become more aware of what's happening and become more in control of ourselves and what we focus in on. And especially, yes, I don't like politics, but you have to really look at what's happening and make some better choices for the future if you want things to get the way, well, let's just say the way they were before. Not exactly, nothing's ever perfect, but the way that everything is moving, we're moving to a point where we're all feeling like we're drowning. And yes, when Mars goes Gandanta in January, we're all going to feel like we're losing control. That's what Gandanta means. What is Gandanta? I'll be talking about that a lot. When Mars is at the last degree of Scorpio, that's the tail of the scorpion. And remember the tail of the scorpion. Scorpio is venomous. It's poisonous. And I'm looking at around the second and third week of January where things come out about this poison that has been infiltrating. And I mean metaphorically, and I mean literally. This disease is a poison to humanity. And that's what this Mars Ketu is going to surface. And this is where the anger, the protests, the violence, the wake-ups, people are starting to realize what's going on. And that's what Scorpio's about, bringing the truth out from the deepest, darkest recesses of this world. What has been going on? And one thing I always like to remind everyone, Scorpio deals with, it's the 8th sign relative to the 8th house. The 8th house deals with deep, dark secrets. It deals with disgrace, humiliation, and it also deals with addictions. So many people are becoming addicted to drugs right now. It's not spoken of. But the worst side of all of this is the ugliness that's been happening with sexual abuse. That's all coming out. And it's going to be open. And many of us, including me, don't want to see it because it is so ugly. But we have to see it. And yes, I do see it. But I'm just saying, it's just, I wish it weren't the truth. That's all I'm saying. I wish it weren't real, but it is. And the astrology is waking us up, or waking me up, to see the reality and the truth of what's been happening in this world. And we have to we have to become aware. So I'm not saying to become violent, but I know everyone will want to outside of our environment. So there's going to be a lot of protests. There's going to be a lot of internal combats and wars and so much retaliation. Venus is about to go retrograde this month, which definitely, when Venus goes retrograde, it has a lot to do with peace and the need for peace. So we need peace, and we are going to all come to a boiling point. The truth is out there. And I know this absolutely with 100% of a surety, that the good will always rise and the light will extinguish the dark. But boy, it's tough when you see that it's been there, and it's been there for so long. But finally, I gotta say, this is a healing, because until something's revealed, we don't know what it is that we're working with or how to heal it. So mark my words, December 15th, you'll be feeling it, whether or not a big event occurs. It's all continually happening, and you will feel this essence of what I'm talking about within you. Use that to better look at what you personally can heal in your own life, because I guarantee you it's going to bring up some darkness that you didn't know about in your own life, and you're here to heal it. A lot is going to be happening quickly, every day, a new event. Mark my words, there's going to be a grand finale because of this Mars coming together with Ketu. This is the first big trigger. Then the next one's the 31st of December. Then the next one will be around the 3rd to 2nd week of January. And this will clear the air for once and for all, and the light will prevail. That's what I know. So remember, if you would like to get all of my predictions delivered to your email address, go to my website, sign up for my free newsletter. And while you're there, don't forget to check out my beautiful spiritual jewelry. And another thing, I'm starting my university first semester class, January 10th, 2022. Don't miss it. If you want to learn how to predict your future, give yourself guidance through the stars, check out, become a part of our community. Go to University of Vedic Astrology.com. Thank you.